Yo, I'm calling.
Norika.
So say my name.
Oh, Colin.
Norika.
Colin.
The bench.
The bench.
The bench warmers. Norika.
Colin.
There we go.
The bench.
Now that we all know each other.
I feel like they know us though.
27 episodes. I feel like it's our family. It's our little family. It's our YouTube family.
The bench warmers.
Yeah.
Could have made it big. I thought about that the other day. Actually, I went for a run this morning.
Is that what you did? Is that how you're doing? You woke up and chose to put your body through physical activity.
I figured that I'm not that old, so maybe.
But you're almost 30.
I'm basically 30,
and according to the people who commented on the video,
I'm 42.
For your birthday, you're 42. So
wasn't that Travis?
I don't know, whoever it was, you were almost right.
I know it was. And you were meant to
you
be
were
friends.
almost right.
But I figured if I get into shape, I could still make it.
You think you're out of shape?
I could make it into the big leagues. I could become pro, guys. It's never too late.
Nah, with your knees, just flip that over and show the people the scars. Norika's dreams of being a pro bowler is over, guys. You know,
it was over before it started.
You can start a career, outside the touchlines,
On the bench.
On the bench,
That's
where you belong. There we
guys.
go.
That's what I said. Full circle, bring it back. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
What's been happening?
Life.
No gulags.
Life, no gulags. I mean, you're just carrying on, same old, there's nothing much you can do.
Did you register to get vaccinated?
Is it open for us?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know
you
it's open
sent me the link, fam.
I know it's open for people over 65, so I think you should get to.
You know what? You're
rude. To step in.
You are very, very rude. I'm just gonna swiftly start speaking about the football. CAF Champions League. Sundowns lost.
Sundowns did lose their second game of the season in all comps. It was it took a while for me to register what Norika said because, we're not used to this team losing games. And they actually did lose to CR Belouizdad. Get to say it right?
Still on, I guess so.
Belouizdad. Yeah, but they lost.
Top of the group going into the next round of games in CAF Champions League. But they lost. So, you know what?
If you had to lose a game, it's a game that you could lose.
Is it still an invincible season?
Yes.
If you've lost 2 games?
Because they haven't lost in the league. We don't care about the other competitions. It's invincible if you haven't lost in the league. So the DSTV Premiership, nobody's yet to beat them. So
invincible. Mm-hmm. Then the Mandem Kaizer Chiefs.
Oh yes.
2-2 against Horoya. Guys, that was close.
I think I'm proud.
When you look at that table, it's just like 9. They basically both had the same amount of points.
I'm proud of the boys. I feel like a proud father,
Colin, you sat here for over 20 episodes slandering this team.
Just like any father, how? You slander the kids. Kids get a B at school.
Character development.
Why didn't you get an A? Dad, I made second team. Why not first team? Dad, I got called up for KZN. Why not Bafana? But meanwhile, you're only 9 years old and doing your best, my guy. It's life, and just like a proud father, my team, at the end of it, pressure makes diamonds, and the diamonds that are Kaizer Chiefs are what they did. Shout out to all the Kaizer Chiefs fans who are under our comments telling us that they will be back this week, to mention it again when their team does qualify for the knockout stages.
Quarterfinals for the first time.
In their history.
They needed a draw or a win. They got a draw 2-2.
Yeah, so a score draw. It couldn't be a 0-0. They needed to at least.
And Mamelodi got onto my man found the back of the net.
It's somebody who hasn't been performing in the league, but when it actually counted on a big stage, in the grandest stage.
You didn't see my man had it.
He got it, and they left it. They were 1-0 down, and then they made it 1-1. But they left it late. There were 5 eggs in the competition. It took from the 70th minute onwards. They actually sealed it. So
I think, do you know what? It is an abysmal league performance, but they save their season if they do well in this Champions League. I'm not going to lie, because considering their history in the Champions League, this is big man thing.
You usually find that, big teams where sometimes when they realize that the league dream is over, for them it was over. There was nothing was going to happen, guys. It was over 5 weeks ago. And this is the only competition where you're probably going to get some notable recognition, you know, and you might as well put all your eggs in one basket. And it seems to be working for Gavin Hunt and the boys.
In the CAF Confederation, Orlando Pirates beat Ahly 3-0, but it isn't Pizza's Ahly. I have to keep reminding the people that. 3 goals, top their group, 8 points. They move
forward.
3 of the biggest teams out of SA, history-wise.
Yeah,
apparently, Chiefs isn't a big man team.
Come on now. I thought slandering was my job.
3 of the biggest teams into the next round on continental football.
Yeah.
And yet we still didn't qualify for AFCON. But I moved on, guys. I moved on. DSTV Premiership, TS Galaxy, TTM beat TS Galaxy 2-0.
It was the battle of the newly promoted teams, and TTM, who needed the points, unlike TS Galaxy, actually steal the 3 points and move just out of relegation. I think
it's all relegation battles now. Now you're just trying to survive.
To 16th or 15th, so they just about that position, you know. So the last stretch, you know, towards the end of the season now, it's actually going to determine whether or not they're going to be in that relegation battle or not. So they need all the points they can get.
It's kind of crazy when you see these teams that get into the Premier League for the first time, and they come at it's like grade 8s. You know, grade 8s when they come into high school.
Yeah.
And you're fresh-eyed, and you're excited.
Wet behind the ears.
And you think like, you know, you're the big fish in the small pond.
When you finally get to wear that blazer.
You get to wear the blazer.
When it's crisp, but when it's 2 sizes too big, you know, because your parents said that you need to grow into it, you know.
That's how they started. And I think they need to grow into
the blazer.
Into the Premier League. Swallows FC, Black Leopards. Swallows secured a 1-0 win over Black Leopards.
Finally, not a draw for Swallows. I think
it was a pin.
Yeah, I mean, you take what you can if you Swallows at this stage. I mean, if you're drawing games, whatever comes your way to seal 3 points, I feel like you're desperate. I mean, Sundowns were going to set the record for longest unbeaten run in the league. I feel like Swallows are going to set the record for longest run of draws in the league. And they didn't. They broke the curse, and I mean, they got their 3 points. And
yeah, but they're breaking the curse against the Black Leopards, who's on the bottom.
Cemented. On the bottom. Foundation cement, was laid.
And then there's Black Leopards, and then there's more cement on the bottom. It is what it is. Can't really do much about it. Solace to go in. Stellenbosch against AmaZulu.
Go on, Rika. Tell the people.
Benni and the boys beat Stellenbosch 1-0. Sad, but not too sad. 6th league win in a row for AmaZulu.
Up to second place.
Rumors that Coach Benni, they want him for Bafana.
They are.
I don't think he should leave AmaZulu. I think he should stay another season with AmaZulu.
Okay, but you and I had this conversation, right?
Yes.
About how
AmaZulu are second.
AmaZulu are second in the log, you know, and after coming in, I mean, when he came in, right, I think they were 14th. And now if you look towards the end of the season, they're up to second in the log. So I think the myth of Benni McCarthy has now even grown bigger. And now people think of him as this elite coach.
But he is.
Not saying
he's like the highest
not an elite
qualified
coach, but like, just because he had the qualification doesn't mean the practical stuff is there, you know. But he does get results, and what he's proven in his record in South Africa proves that he is an elite coach, even though it's like fairly young career, what, you know, whatever. Now, to jump from AmaZulu to Bafana is going to be too different.
I don't think you should do it.
2 different worlds.
I don't think you should do it. I think Coach Benni, if you're watching the bench, stay at AmaZulu. For him to take AmaZulu into a top 4, which is what the owners wanted.
Yeah.
A good string of performances. He has Veli Moto doing bits in the goals.
He does.
It's not that Stellenbosch didn't have chances. And this has been the story of Stellenbosch this entire season. There's quality within that Stellenbosch team. They have the quality. I just think that there's moments in every game they play where there's just a lapse in attention or concentration or something. You know, like just that there's a second where you're just not 100% in it and you concede and you're losing or you're not scoring. And that's Stellenbosch's problem. But I don't think Coach Benni should leave AmaZulu. At least stay another season. I really want to see what he does
this team.
With the team.
I mean, you can hear how passionate Narika is about our team not actually finishing their chances. You know how it is.
No, you have to be, guys. Top tier football knowledge. It's here.
Okay, but
it's here. You have to be critical when you support.
Let's not be selfish. Let's not be selfish, right? We know you're a big fan of Benni and AmaZulu and everything, right? But now let's talk about what the country needs. World Cup 2022, right? We know the state of Bafana. We know grassroots football is not what it should be. Development. Danny Jordan. You know, a lot of issues are happening with Bafana. So clearly, the only way we get to a World Cup, which is next year, is with the current crop of players, right? And who better than Benni McCarthy to actually walk in that dressing room, look players straight in the eye, and be like, "I've been to the mountaintop, you know. I was there, you know. I climbed Kilimanjaro. I was, you know, conquering Europe. I did everything any footballer could ever. I went to a World Cup. You know, these guys don't even sniff a World Cup anytime soon.
I don't think. Okay, bar, Starboy Percy Tau, and one or two other players.
Yeah.
I don't think the current set of Bafana players deserve to go to a World Cup.
If you play the right football and you win games, you deserve to go to a World Cup.
And now we're just going to talk around in circles about Bafana. We've moved on. We have moved on. So Stellenbosch did catch an L against AmaZulu 1-0. Can't be, obviously, heartbroken because I think Stellenbosch they have it. They have the quality.
But it's not there.
But there's just...
It's not there.
No, it's there.
Your season's over.
It's there. It's just not aligned properly, guys. The stars are not aligning for Stellenbosch. But they have all the ingredients.
And I'm delusional.
They have all the ingredients, it's just not aligning. Cape Town City beats SuperSport 3-0. I'm kind of surprised. I'm very surprised by that result.
We're talking about two teams who have been underperforming, you know, of late. I mean, for the past 5 weeks that we've been watching football. I mean, there's not much that you can say on SuperSport's side of the game. It was just a dismal performance.
Manager said players were not focused.
You see, I was literally going to say that. I mean, it looked like a bunch of players in the squad where
you just pitch up.
Their phones are ringing, you know, but it's not from SuperSport to renew contracts, from other clubs. So you're trying to get a group of players focused, you know, to go out on a Saturday, you know, and perform it for 3 points, but their minds just aren't there. They don't want to be in the club anymore.
But you're a professional.
You are a professional, but
this is a chat we've had.
The heart wants what it wants.
But who is going to want to sign a player who's not committed to playing and performing in their current job?
Yo, fam. Chris Brown said these hoes ain't loyal, and it is what it is. If people don't want to be there, they don't want to be there, and you just gotta pack your bags and move on.
City took the lead from a penalty spot, and then Umpo Makola scored the second half.
Brilliant goal.
Then Tashreeq Morris
sealed it off. I mean, again, it was just all of the goals were just poor defense. Guys look lack of motivation. So, yeah.
Golden Arrows, Celtic. That game ended 1-1 and proved that Carlin does not have top tier football knowledge.
What did I say last week?
You said your team was going to win.
No, I'm pretty sure I said.
Please, can we rewind the tape? Can we get the receipts?
I'm from Durban, and
no, that's what I said.
I said I'm from Durban, and I know Golden Arrows are in the top 4, and it's gonna be a hard game, and we're playing away, and the game will end in a draw. I'm pretty sure I said that.
I'm pretty sure you didn't, but your team did go up 1-0 with the.
We did. You see, we took the lead.
Yeah, from Victor Letswalo. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Letswalo.
Let's swallow.
So we did take the lead.
So why didn't you hold on to the lead?
You know, Golden Arrows are the team that they are. I mean, we spoke about the players. We spoke about Seth Parisnat. We spoke about Ndwandwe throughout the season.
Knox
Mutizwa, you know. And I mean,
equalized.
After we took the lead, it was all Arrows, to be honest. It was just they were playing the better football. They showed that they pedigree throughout the season, why they're third in the log, and it just showed. I mean, to be fair though, the goal that we did concede was a freak goal. It was crazy. If you saw, like, the guy Sawelo hit the ball and it flew like up into the air and it just landed onto the crossbar like a missile, and then it bounced, and then Knox Mutiza was just somehow there to hit it home. So, you know, it was a free goal, and I mean, if you had to concede a goal, I mean,
Arrows generally seems this season to be that team. They've just put their head down and done the work.
Yeah.
They're not out here. They're not flashing. Players aren't like, you know, acting like
they
too
don't want to be
fancy
there.
or
Yeah,
even when Coach Ngazi speaks in the press conference afterwards, like when they win, he's always like, "Yes, happy we won," but then he's always quite like critical, but in a good way.
Like we should have done better in these situations.
You know, like congratulations, well done to the boys, but you know, there was just something lacking.
There's always
in the front.
There's always room
for
improvement. Yes.
And I think him coaching this team with this mentality that you did well, there's always room for improvement, is great. Even when they lose, he's not dogging the boys for losing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's always
lose games.
It's always there were good moments, but there were bad moments, and we just move forward and we can improve. So he's sitting pretty third in the log. Mamelodi Sundowns,
2 KZN teams, you know,
AmaZulu,
up there.
Golden
Couldn't
Arrows.
be prouder. You know?
I hope they continue.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to end up in the top 4. I feel like
it's good for football in KZN. It's good for football in Durban. You know, it's good for football in general.
quality everywhere we go. Chippa United, Sundowns. I guess Sundowns, just, you know, are continuing on that invincible season in the Premier League.
So they set the record now. 20 games, longest unbeaten run in league history. It's 20 games. I spoke to you about this and I was like, why aren't we talking about an invincible season more than we should be? Like, you know, in the media, when you're watching newspapers, I want to be driving in Durban town and be seeing the placards on the side of the road, you know, saying Sundowns unbeaten. You know, that's not what we're seeing. I want to be reading the back pages and people must be spreading the word of Sundowns. I don't think it's ever been done before in the league, unbeaten season. So if these guys...
Do you think they're going to do it?
So what, they play 20 games, it's 10 games left of the season, I think, right? So...
Yeah, they have a couple games in hand.
You know, all right? So everybody's played 22, they're on 20. So it's 10 games left for them to play. They do have some big teams within that 10 games. But I mean, it's Sundowns. Sure, I mean...
The 3 wise men are going to take them on an invincible. Even the great Pitts...
It would have been nice for Peter to be there because that's just another gold star on that report card. But now...
The 3 wise men, invincible.
Mangoba, Rulani, and our favorite,
Coach Steve.
You know, the philosopher himself, Steve Compella. I mean, I wouldn't be happier. I would not be happier. I would be the happiest.
Imagine the press conference from Steve Compella for an invincible season, guys. Yeah. Imagine. Yeah. What is he going to say? He's going to talk about he's going to prophesy something about being invincible and life and making tea and... I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm excited for that chat. It's very exciting that Sundowns, what is that final score? 2-1 to Sundowns. 2-1. But guys, Chippa United are going through
the most.
A lot. So Dan's coach Dan Malesele was fired.
Malesele is out of here, you know, and that was a trigger happy decision in the first place, right? Because they weren't doing that bad in the league. So what happened afterwards, guys, was just, whew, I don't know.
There's too many things going on. So then they wanted to appoint Luke
Amail. I don't know how you say his name.
Amail.
But
from Belgium, hey.
He's a Belgian coach who has coached in Africa before. He coached in the Tanzanian league. And that's where things get a little bit sticky.
Not a little bit, a lot.
A lot but sticky, you know.
There are reports, and this is not alleged anymore.
It's not alleged. I think
Tanzania had the receipts.
Yeah, they had the receipts. You can listen to the audio. There's audio out there.
And he was out here with his racist comments.
It was just racist comments.
It was just
racism. It was pure
like,
racism.
how are you coming to Africa and being racist? How are you racist anyways? 2021. No one is racist. Yeah, it was it's not cool to be racist.
The things that he said were shocking.
But then he was like a technical director or an advisor at Chippa, and then Dan got fired. Then there were rumors of him going, like Chippa offering him the job, and he was going to take it, and then it got blocked by Safa.
Even
Safa actually did something right, guys.
The people of South Africa came out. We came out on the socials. We said,
Chippa said no. Ways. Safa said no.
There's no ways this guy's going to coach in our league and in our country. So
Chippa rescinded their offer.
They had to. I mean, there's no way.
Listen to the people, country for the people.
There's no way we're going to allow somebody like that of that standard come and coach You know, within South African
he was
League.
released. He was released from Chippa.
Rightfully so. So I mean, if anything, good riddance. I mean,
we don't need it.
It's not somebody that you want to see
don't need it.
in South African football. There's no positive vibes over there. And you know, we all about the vibes. So
we don't need that here.
yeah, Luke, Tata.
So upcoming Prem football, Kaizer Chiefs play Baraka. Win for Kaizer.
I mean, that's a Thursday night football. After the high against the Horoya and qualifying quarterfinals, I'll give it to Gavin. Yeah.
And then this weekend, it's a Nedbank Cup. So Sundowns play Pirates.
Yeah.
Who's your money on?
I mean, that's the quarterfinal, right?
Yeah.
So Sundowns did lose, and they have been looking kind of lethargic, you know, going into football matches, and look like games have been catching up to them. I still give it out to Sundowns. Going into the semi-finals, they would end up playing TTM.
Yeah, so TTM plays either Sundowns or Pirates.
Yeah.
I think TTM's losing.
Either way, I know it's sad.
TTM plays Sundowns, they're catching an L. TTM plays Pirates, they're catching an L.
So it's a sticky one.
The other semi-final, Anti-Callies
Anti-Callies
boys.
boys.
Pretoria Callies versus Chippa United. That's going to be interesting considering, and like as you guys have just heard, the whole
Chippa United situation,
not having a coach.
Yeah.
Then trying to hire a racist coach, then releasing the racist coach. There's a lot going on at Chippa. So this is a great opportunity for Pretoria Callies
underdog
to capitalize on their opportunity and potentially go to a Nedbank Cup final.
Yeah, so I really do hope Anti-Kelly and the minivan rolls all the way to the final and, you know, makes us proud. Because I feel like that's also, you know, it's another one of my kids that I've had, you know, throughout the season.
You've never been to Pretoria?
I've been everywhere in South Africa.
You've literally never
They
been to
know me
Pretoria.
all around the country, fam.
No one knows who you are, Carlin. Don't come spread your lies. Drop a comment and let us know how you are feeling about seeing this KZN teams, Golden Arrows and AmaZulu, second and third on the log. Should Coach Benni drop AmaZulu and take that Bafana job? And let us know, do you think Pretoria Callies are going to make it to the Nedbank Cup finals? And will Sundowns make it to the finals? Or would it be Pirates that are going to play TTM in that semi-final? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You know the vibes. It's all love. Until next time.